Let me tell you about Maya. Maya had a friend named Daniel. Whenever she wanted to hang out with other people, Daniel would say, "Fine, I guess I'm just not important to you anymore." So Maya would cancel her plans, every time. She thought she was being a good friend. She wasn't. She was being manipulated. And the scary part? She had no idea. Manipulation is sneaky. It doesn't always look like a villain twisting their mustache. Most of the time, it looks like a normal conversation with someone you trust. Today, we're going to break down the clearest signs that someone is manipulating you. Not to make you paranoid, but to help you see clearly. Because awareness is your best protection. Let's get into it. Healthy people in your life might get disappointed sometimes. That's normal. But a manipulator takes it further. They make you feel selfish or cruel just for having your own feelings or needs. Think back to Daniel. Maya wanted a night out with other friends. Completely normal. But Daniel reframed it as betrayal. Suddenly, Maya's normal need became something she had to apologize for. Watch for phrases like, "After everything I've done for you, I guess I just care more than you do. It's fine. Don't worry about me." Said in a way that makes you very worried about them. That last one has a name, guilt tripping. And it works because kind people hate the idea of hurting someone they care about. You say, "I felt hurt when you spoke to me like that." They say, "I never said that. You're too sensitive. You always do this. You make everything about you." Suddenly, you're defending yourself instead of being heard. You start wondering, did I imagine it? Am I the problem? This is gaslighting, making you question your own memory and reality. Here's a real-world example. A woman named Sarah confronted her partner about something hurtful he said at a dinner party. His response? "You're drunk. You misheard me. You always twist things." She hadn't misheard, but she spent 3 days doubting herself. A key sign of gaslighting is that after conversations with this person, you feel confused about what actually happened, even though you were there. Manipulators are good listeners, but not in a kind way. They listen to collect information about your fears and weaknesses. And then, when they need leverage, they use it. Say you once told a friend that you're scared of being seen as a bad parent. Later, during an argument, they say, "Well, your kids probably notice how selfish you are too." That's not a mistake. That's a weapon. This is sometimes called hitting below the belt. And it's a major red flag. A person who genuinely cares about you will protect your vulnerabilities, not weaponize them. No matter what happens, somehow, they're the one who's suffering. You set a boundary? They're the victim of your coldness. You catch them in a lie? They're the victim of your distrust. You walk away? They're the victim of your abandonment. There's a guy, let's call him Tom. Tom would borrow money from friends and never pay it back. When one friend finally asked for it, Tom exploded. "I can't believe you do this to me when I'm already going through so much. I thought you were my friend." The friend ended up apologizing for asking for their own money back. That's the power of chronic victim playing. It flips the script so fast you don't even notice it happened. This one is slower, more gradual, and it's one of the most dangerous signs. It usually starts small. I don't think your sister really has your best interests at heart. Your friends seem like a bad influence. You always seem worse after you spend time with them. Drop by drop, they create distance between you and your support system. And once you're isolated, you become much more dependent on them, which is exactly what they want. Isolation is one of the key tactics used in controlling relationships. Because when the only voice you hear is theirs, it's very hard to realize something is wrong. If someone in your life consistently makes you feel like they're the only one you can trust, that's worth paying attention to. You do what they asked. It's still not enough. You apologize. They want a bigger apology. You change your behavior. Now they have a new complaint. You meet their condition. There's suddenly a new condition. This is called moving the goalposts. And it's exhausting by design. It keeps you constantly trying to earn their approval, which means you're always focused on them. A healthy relationship has clear expectations. A manipulative one keeps the rules vague and shifting, so you can never quite win. So, what do you do if you recognize these signs? First, trust your gut. If you consistently feel confused, guilty, or drained after interacting with someone, that feeling is data. Don't dismiss it. Second, name it, at least to yourself. You don't have to confront anyone right away, but mentally labeling what's happening helps you stop blaming yourself. Third, reconnect with people outside that relationship. Talk to friends, family, or a therapist. Isolation is the manipulator's best tool. Connection is your antidote. Fourth, set a boundary and watch what happens. A healthy person will respect it, maybe after some adjustment. A manipulator will treat your boundary like an attack. And finally, remember, you are not responsible for managing another person's emotions. That's a line manipulators want you to forget. Maya, by the way. She eventually started talking to other friends again. And with some outside perspective, she started seeing Daniel's patterns clearly. It wasn't easy to distance herself, but she did. Manipulation works best in the dark. Once you can see it, it loses its power. If this video helped you, share it with someone who might need it. And if you've experienced any of these signs, know that recognizing it is already the first step. Take care of yourself. See you in the next one.